ReZero. Starting life in another world. The Prophecy of the Throne.
Hello guys, we're back, and on the last episode we're gonna visit Anastasia. Let's see how that goes.
Okay, let's go.
I guess even with her having stayed behind, that struggle hasn't changed.
Regardless, the intel we got yesterday shows that most of the other candidates don't suspect her as the fake. We all believe the same, so the castle wanting to question her and pressure her to withdraw from the selection like that is just unfair.
It's kind of scary to think a country could operate under such rationale.
Yep.
Miss Amelia, it's nearly time for your appointment. Oh, yes, that's right. Subaru, we're going to visit Anastasia now.
Right. Ferris already gave me my treatment for the day, so I'm definitely not missing out on this.
I knew you would say that. Just remember, we're not going there to play around. If you understand that much, then we'll be happy to have you along.
But friends play around, Millie.
Alright! It was so worth it having to endure all that pain!
If Crochet isn't the fake, then it has to be one of the remaining two, Anastasia included. I have to be there to protect Millie, and to weed out the fake and expose the truth.
I've also got to keep that smug knight Julius's paws off of Mealy.
Subaru, aren't you coming?
Oh, yeah! I'll be right there!
And so we arrive at the designated spot, a tavern in the royal capital.
I recognize this place.
Yeah, you went with Anastasia, remember? If I recall correctly, Anastasia and I had lunch here together last time.
I feel like I remember her saying she wanted to keep this place a secret.
I believe this is the right place. But where is Anastasia?
We've been expecting you. Thank you for taking the time to come. We have a table prepared in the back.
Oh, yeah, Julius. I think he just doesn't have a very memorable face.
Oh, Julius. Will you be joining us as well?
Because this is a meeting between two royal candidates, I will be present as Miss Anastasia's first knight.
Right, of course. We shouldn't leave you out of such discussions.
I thank you for your consideration, Miss Amelia. And what say you?
Dude, you know the answer, okay? Julius turns his gaze toward me. I stick out my tongue against his unpleasant attitude.
Yeah, I was listening. You don't have to be such a jerk every time I'm around.
Oh, how very presumptuous. As far as I can tell, it is you who has an issue with my presence.
He's not wrong about that.
You little... Ow! Mealy, you're gonna pull my ear clean off!
I mean, she told you not to play around, dude.
No fighting. I let my guard down for 1 second and your attitude's gone sour already. I'm sorry, Julius. Could you show us the way?
Yes, of course. Please, follow me.
I'm sorry if you guys heard that.
You heard him. Come on now, follow along.
Ow!
For all Amelia, as well as Natsuki.
I am Rem. I am a servant of Margrave Mathers, and as such, attend these two.
Thank you for such a courteous introduction. I'm Anastasia Hoshin, a royal candidate alongside Amelia. Or is it more appropriate to say I'm a candidate to be a candidate for now?
Miss Anastasia.
It's just a joke, don't get so worked up. Anywho, what has Subaru done to be punished like that?
Oh, you know, get mad at Julius.
Yeah, seriously, let me go, Mealy.
Only if you've repented.
What the heck, Millie?
I have! I'll do my homework diligently and brush my teeth before going to bed every night.
Millie be like, call the ambulance. But not for me.
Doing your homework and brushing your teeth have nothing to do with this. But I understand.
I'm free. It was nice having Mealy touch me, but not at the cost of my ear.
Please be at ease, Subaru. Even if your ear were to be torn off, Master Felix would patch it back up in no time.
What the heck? That's not reassuring.
I don't want it coming off in the first place!
Oh, are you acquainted with Ferris? I didn't expect that.
I'm just a patient. You two are probably closer, being Knights of the Royal Guard and all.
Yes, that's right. At least until the royal selection begins. Once it does, Ferris and I, along with Reinhard, will no longer be Knights of the Royal Guard, but personal knights to our respective candidates. My work will be exclusively dedicated to Miss Anastasia. Of course, I expect Ferris and Reinhard to do the same for their candidates. If you intend on serving Miss Amelia, you would also do well to acknowledge that for yourself.
Thanks for the input. I've got some advice for you too. You shouldn't eat curry udon in that suit. If the soup splatters, the stains will really stand out.
Subaru, what a nice insult. Whatever, man. Childish.
I see. I understand. I have no idea what this curry udon is, but I'll certainly keep that in mind.
Julius bows gracefully. Damn it, he return-fired my snark with his own.
It sounds like Julius and Natsuki are getting along rather well. We should do the same.
You call that getting along?
Yes, I feel the same way. I'm very thankful that you made time for us today.
Same for me, so no need to thank me over it. Now then, shall we eat? This may be a tavern, but I recommend their food far more than their beverages. I think you'll be quite surprised by what they offer here.
Really? I'm looking forward to it then.
Afterward, the two enjoy a peaceful meal and conversation. I know full well how good the food tastes from last time. Although, I was pretty nervous, so I didn't really get to savor it.
Huh? This hamburger is amazing!
Right? I just happened to stumble on this place with my attendants. Let's keep this place between you and me, alright, Amelia? Don't tell anyone else.
Okay, I understand. But I feel like I'm doing something bad. It's making my stomach hurt.
No girl, it's not bad. She just wants it to be kept between y'all so that it doesn't get, you know, crowded. Amelia isn't one to tell lies, so it's hard for her to keep a secret like this. Her angelic smile always puts a smile on my face, but to be honest, I worry about her political endeavors when she becomes the next ruler. In any case,
Did we really just come here to eat and chat?
you guys, you were trying to make friends, weren't you, Subaru? What did you want to happen?
Do you not agree with our approach?
It's more disappointing than anything. I heard Anastasia is this big shot merchant, so I figured there'd be more scrutinizing, like you'd be interrogating a demon or something.
That's rude.
Did you call for Rem just now?
Wrong kind of demon. You can sit back down.
Yes, Subaru. If you have any other requests, please do not hesitate to ask.
That's adorable. Once she sits down, Rem returns to devouring her hamburger. The sight of her chowing down on something so big with her small mouth is pretty cute.
Seeing this, there's a big difference in how each of the girls eat.
Rem takes small bites, while Amelia eats in bigger chunks, albeit still remaining as elegant as possible. And then there's Anastasia.
So big and hearty. I feel a little catharsis watching her eat.
Mukbang.
Is something on my face, Natsuki? Gawking at a woman like that while she eats is really rude, you know.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to stare.
I was just kidding around. I'm not angry at you. I have no reason to be. I'm comfortable with the way I eat. Still, you've got the right idea.
Right idea?
The way a person eats really shows their personality type. It applies to everyone, including all of us here. It's also important to eat together to get closer to one another, and you can learn so much about people doing that. Having a meal with others is a tool I use to study them.
Is that so? How do you guys eat? Comment down below. Never mind, just forget it.
That's amazing. You really analyze everything around you.
That's true. I wasn't even thinking about anything like that.
Table etiquette can also reveal how a person conducts themselves. Anastasia's rationale may be unconventional, but it makes perfect sense. But while I'm busy being impressed...
Miss Anastasia, I ask that you end your joking with that.
Huh?
What?
Oh, you noticed? You're much too serious, Julius. I wanted to string them along a little bit longer.
Girl, that's rude, what?
The goal of this engagement is to establish friendly relations. Why should I not be allowed to protest as such? As fellow royal candidates, there's no need to cause unnecessary feuds.
Yes, I'll admit I was in the wrong.
So what exactly does that mean? Were you just making all of that up?
Of course. I got lost in the casualness of our conversation, so please forgive me.
What? Here I was fawning over how impressive you were.
You can't actually tell all that just from the way someone eats.
Damn, what a waste of sincere admiration.
She had us. She had us confused. I took everything she said at face value, but now I'm just disappointed having fallen for her joke. Boy, same. That's okay. we all fall for things sometimes.
Sorry. As a proper apology, maybe I can show you my sense of intuition?
Intuition?
Yes. For example, Natsuki, you were originally the child of a respected household, but you've only recently begun doing serious work.
Oh?
You're still learning how to read and write, and while you may be nimble, your movements are too unrefined for that of a knight. If I had to say, Rem would make a better knight than you.
She's not wrong about that, dude.
As for how this meeting came to be, it was actually your idea for having her visit me yesterday. Well, am I correct?
Anastasia winks at me, my mouth hanging open in shock. She's spot on, hitting the mark on everything she just said.
That was truly amazing. How did you figure all of that out?
It's nothing too difficult. One's upbringing is shown in their table manners, and how long they've been working is shown in how tidy or rough their fingers appear. Him not knowing how to read or write was mostly a guess, considering how confused he looked when he was trying to read the menus on the walls.
No, girl, he knows how to read and write. He just doesn't know the specific language or your specific menu items. Right?
I can't fight myself, but I do have my own private military force, meaning there are many around me who know how to fight. I can tell if someone is a soldier or not by how they carry themselves. Also, I think Amelia would have been more hesitant to meet with me by herself. I doubt a maid would make such bold suggestions, so the shameless proposal had to have come from Natsuki. That's all there was to it.
What the heck?
I'm not shameless, but you are right about everything else. And you did use our etiquette as a reference. That means it was useful.
Rem is also surprised. Miss Anastasia has excellent insight.
You praise me too much. Huh? Nothing from you, Julius?
I'd like to say I'm impressed, but this is nothing I haven't seen from you already, Miss Anastasia. You are to become the next ruler, after all.
You're already assuming she's gonna become the ruler?
That's the best praise I could hope to get.
Anastasia smiles, but I'm astonished at her remarks. She lowers the bar to make it seem like she isn't anything special, but had been planning a way to upsell herself this whole time. It's an obvious form of entertainment.
If only I had the eyes to analyze people like you do, Anastasia.
It's nothing too special. Besides, you may not be able to see through others, but you seem to get along rather well with them, Amelia. After all, you have some who are working very hard for you.
Oh, yes. I'll do my best to work hard as well.
Looks like we ended this on a good note.
So it seems. Have you fulfilled your goal?
Don't make it sound like I've got some sinister plot. I just want to help Mealy recruit allies just in case something comes up.
I apologize. I meant no disrespect.
What?
I've been underestimating you till now. But it seems you've been working with Miss Amelia's best intentions in mind. More than I was led to believe. The you before me is acting in all sincerity. So I therefore apologize in kind.
Julius does an exaggerated bow as he says this. He may be irritating to no end, but his chivalry is so exemplary it makes me straighten my posture.
Oh, Natsuki. Julius just likes to embellish. It may be a little off-putting, but I do hope you two get along.
Maybe they will after this. Maybe he wasn't such a bad person, you know? Maybe Subaru was just jealous.
Basically, you're saying his more annoying quirks can be excused since he's a Knight of the Royal Guard.
Subaru, that's messed up, dude. He was trying to get on good terms with you.
Annoying is such a strong word. I've been going out of my way to show a friendlier side to you.
That's friendliness?
Yeah.
What? Seeing our exchange, Amelia lets out the laugh she's been holding in. Anastasia and Rem join in on the laughing. I'm in no position to fight back against Julius.
Jeez. We just ended up fooling around instead of having a serious discussion.
You're right. But I think that's okay every once in a while.
No que no.
It's like you said, Subaru. I may not have 100 friends, but I do want to do my best to appeal to everyone. I'm grateful you helped make that come true.
Yeah, May.
What does that mean? Millie really is a major angel.
Is having fun during a meal not enough to satiate you? That's actually a pretty telling thing to someone like me. For example, Amelia is bolstering her relations not just with me, but with Cruchet and Melty as well, right?
Girl, how do you know that?
Although, I've heard that red-haired one is a different beast altogether.
Redhead, is she talking about Reinhard?
Huh? Wow! You really do know everything!
Hey, Mealy, that's a bit much.
That's going way beyond the scope of examining someone through their etiquette. That means...
Anything can be a side dish to a good entree. It's important to be prepared, right?
Oh, what?
That's convincing enough.
We managed to fulfill our goal of getting a bite out of Anastasia, but our opponent also had her fill. Knowing that, this meal of attrition ends in a draw. Bro, I don't know how to say that word.
Man, I really don't stand a chance against her.
She isn't someone who can be so easily deconstructed. That's just who Miss Anastasia is.
I mean, she is a merchant.
Yeah. Oh, right. Julius, I don't mean to dampen the mood, but
Yes? I suspect something rather important is on your mind.
that's right. There's a chance that some shady people might be plotting to attack each of the royal candidates. Watch out for anyone that looks like a jester.
Oh, he's smart.
If they stand out that much, even I wouldn't ignore them. Regardless, I will keep your word of caution in mind.
Good. Though I hope nothing actually happens.
After warning Julius, I look back at Amelia engaging the others in a seemingly nice conversation. It really would be nice if nothing came of this. At least, I hope nothing does. Oh, goodness.
Well, that was the dinner meeting. Did you enjoy yourself, Mealy?
Yes, it was absolutely splendid. What did you make of it, Subaru? Did I look like I was getting along well with Anastasia?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfectly. 2 beautiful girls. No, 3 including Rem. It was definitely a sight for sore eyes.
Dude, that's sad.
Yes, Rem also agrees that Miss Anastasia seemed to be enjoying herself. You have likely gained another important ally.
All's well that ends well.
I nod, reflecting on our plan to gain allies for Amelia. Of course, she hasn't made all of that many friends yet, but her relations with the royal candidates are turning out for the better. In addition to Malty and Crochet, she should have developed a good relationship with Anastasia thanks to what happened today. Not to mention that Anastasia has the Iron Fang at her disposal, so she'll be pretty reliable. I guess I can include Julius in that.
All that's left is to see whether or not the witch cult targets Amelia.
Subaru, what's wrong?
Nothing at all. Rem, do you have a minute?
Yes, what is it?
About what I asked before. Have you experienced any synesthesia with Ram?
I have not recently felt any strong sensations from Sister. Although, I have been more concerned than usual since you brought it up.
That's okay. It's fine if you haven't. It's for the best if nothing happens.
On the other hand, no amount of preparing for a storm is enough. I told Roswell to be on high alert at least. He said he had his own precautions in mind, so hopefully he's enhanced security around the mansion after our talk.
The royal candidates also don't seem like a bunch to leave us high and dry if something were to come up. I think.
Malty is obviously righteous to her core, and Crochet is a noble who lives up to her calling. Then there's Anastasia, who bases her judgment on profits and debts. All it would take is a proper reward and the subjugation of the witch cult to have her cooperate with us. Knowing all this calms my anxiety, clearing my mind significantly. All that's left is
The bystanders who were attacked when I was with Anastasia last time.
they were attacked bystanders? If the assassins were targeting the royal candidates, there's no doubt they'll strike again this time. I gave Julius a heads up, and it sounded like he took it seriously. That means any issues would stem from our end.
Knowing about an attack beforehand is an advantage, but
What are you doing, Subaru? You've been pacing around me and it's weirding me out.
It's a secret.
Subaru, if you are worried about something,
oh, right. Well, I can't say for sure, but
My desire to protect Amelia has been making me act weird, so I guess I should let them in on what I know so far. I'm worried about mentioning the witch cult's involvement, but it should be okay to at least mention that masked guy. As I mull over what to tell them,
the thing is... Huh?
okay guys, guess we'll die now. What was that just now? That masked freak? Okay guys, so it looks like we're leaving it off right here. Okay, let's see what happens next time. Do you guys think we'll return by death on the next episode? Maybe. Anyways, if you like this episode with all its imperfections, please subscribe, like, comment if we will actually die or he will just threaten us or something, and what am I missing? Share! Please share if you'd like it. Anyways, please don't forget to subscribe. Bye!